In order to help maybe explain the process of recording our hours, I'm going to go through it step by step so that we are all on the same page and so that it's easier to understand, especially if we're visual like myself. So first, I'm going to go to stjohnsmayville.com. Okay, so it's going to take me to this web page right here. And I want to click on school. So I'm just going to click on the school icon, which is right here. It's going to take me to announcements. And then I want to arrow down so you can see all the different announcements that are here to the opening page. At the top of this left column here, we have parent church attendance, parent volunteer form, and then student church attendance. The big ones we want to focus on right now are these two, parent church attendance and parent volunteer form. The student church attendance is in there, and that may be something we will go to in the future, but I put it up there as a test. But anyway, we want to focus on these two, the church and the volunteer form. If I click on the church attendance, this is the form that I'm going to get. When I fill it in, I'm going to put my name, and I'm going to put in my wife's name, or the other parent. Okay, Jason and Paula Harder. I'm going to put an email in, the email that I would want to get confirmation for every time that I put something in. Okay, and then the church attendant. If I'm a St. John's member, it's easy, I put St. John's in. If I went to my home church, I put in my home church if your home church is not St. John's. Or if you attended another church, if you're away on a weekend or visiting relatives and you visited their church, that's where you would click in the other church. And if you did not attend, you did not attend, and that's what we would click. So I'm going to click St. John's because that's where we went this past Sunday. Now this is the critical part, and this is the important part, especially if we are going to, as we go back and backlog the church attendance from the beginning of the year. Now I've used my daughter, since she goes to school here, I've used her sheet, and on her sheet she has an entire list of all the different services. So I sat down and I went through those services and I plugged in the dates of when those services were and that we attended those churches. And I think once or twice during those time we attended, my parents' church, so I put in other church during that time. So I want to make sure that the date is accurate. So I'm going to type in November, and I believe this last Sunday was the 27th. And I'll put 2011 just for detail purposes. Okay, service attended. I put other here because, like I said, if your home church doesn't match up with these service times, then other would work fine. Okay, in ours, we're usually Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, people. Comments. I put the comment box in here just for emergency purposes. If there's something that we needed to add in here, or we want to add in something. We've had quite a few comments made on things that they liked singing, from things that they liked in the service, or explanations to what church that certain parents went to that weekend, or what happened. Maybe mom was going to church at one church and dad had to go to church at the other church because of commitments, and that's fine. That comment box is there for you to add any comments that you feel you'd like to share. But the big thing is the date, your name, the both parents' names in here, and the name box so that we can associate the name with the church attendance, and then the church you attended. Okay, and then I click submit, and then I just type in this 2369 or these variations of 4 numbers or 3 numbers, and it'll work. And then it's submitted, and then it'll send me an email. It sends an email to me, no matter who does this, I get an email through my school account, and then you also get a confirmation email at home. Okay? And if I want to go back, I can just click the back button, and the back button will take me back to the school page. Okay, now volunteer hours, parent volunteer form. Okay, this one's slightly different. I want to make sure that we point this out. Athletic hours, general hours. If you don't have a student that's involved with athletics, you will never have to click the athletic hours box because yours are just going to be general hours. And my daughter's young yet, so she's not involved with sports, so I have to make sure I put general hours in because one time I forgot to click it and it was on athletic hours. Okay, again, name of parents. And again, our parents or the guardians of our students, those that are responsible for the students, will share these responsibilities. We'll share the volunteer hours and the church attendance will go in together. What happens if one parent goes and the other parent doesn't make it to church? Then we plug in the parent. If a mom goes to church, we plug that in as a church attendance. And we'll just keep it that way to keep it simple and consistent. Okay, name of children at St. John's. Okay, I put my daughter's name in so I know which child this is associated with. Okay, again, email. I just put this one in so I don't get so many emails at my other email. Okay, date worked. I had a meeting last night. So, November 28th, 2011. Now maybe you drove for a field trip. Maybe you came in and volunteered in the classroom. Maybe you supervised something. If we need people to help supervise something, anything where it's your extra time to come in and help our school. That can be put in here. Main contact person. Okay, I'll fill that in later for my BMC for our school board meeting. I might put the chair in there, or if we have a council meeting, I might put pastor's name in there. Whoever my main person is that I'm going to that was in charge of that event, or the teacher. If I was helping with a teacher, I would put that teacher's name in that room. And then the amount of time. This amount of time was, and I'm just gonna, we can round them off to full hours and half hours. So 1.5 hours. Okay, 1.5 hours. It's in there. And I'll just put my BMC chair as my contact person. And then I submit. Again, I got to put in my spam so we don't get, so they know it's an actual human sending this to us. Okay? And there's my volunteer form. And it's in. And I back out, and in my, again, in my email, it will show up for me, and it'll show up for you in your own personal emails that you put in there to let you know as a confirmation that it did go through and you successfully submitted those forms. And I hope this helps. Again, if you have any questions regarding this, please don't hesitate to call, because we don't know if you're having troubles with something, or if you're not sure why, or the explanation isn't clear. We can't help the situation if we don't know. So please let us know so we can get that feedback and we can learn from it and go from there, because we really want what's best for our families. Thank you.